What a fantastic reception for both these players. And if you read some newspaper report throughout the week, apparently snooker's dead. Yeah, right. Fractionally short of pace.
So looks like he's decided to take the pot on. Now decided not to. Clever shot, covering the right-hand side of the pack with the green.
Shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Well, you can see there both players over the tournament have been playing very, very consistently, both over 90% pot success rate.
Not so bad colliding with the green, but he'll still be disappointed. Ideally would have liked to have got behind the green, but perhaps it wasn't possible with that one.
A little cup to warm his fingers, and as Steve rightly says, the angle there is to get him behind the green, but he's pushed the red over the corner. Has he covered it? Well, he's not covered it, but it's just gone away enough away from the pocket to make it missable. He'll take it on though. He'll make sure that it comes away from the pocket, even should he miss the pot. He might not even play it, he might play it purposely thick. Yeah, he played it purposely thick. He didn't play the pot. And he played it excellently. That's a great shot. So a lot of safety being played this evening so far.
Yes, and it was an excellent session of snooker this afternoon. Something for everybody. Called it far too thin, and that's why he did collide with the red and black. How much damage has he done?
Played for the blue, but didn't hit it very well.
Cue ball flying around the table off two cushions. Bit unlucky there.
Very much so. Excellent shot.
Seven.
Well, good luck and bad luck there. Mainly bad. Not easy to get a good safety shot here. Oh, that's a very aggressive effort to get behind one of the bulk colours. Very good shot
Selby,
indeed.
7.
Well, he completely mishit that. Hit it so thin, he got inside the red on the top cushion.
Good effort. Knew that one at least he could play it as a shot to nothing. The red in the bunch would of course have been a little bit more dangerous.
Budding commentators, obviously. Red over the corner. First realistic chance.
Yeah, absolutely. And he might bring the pink out here and get it back there immediately, and this now becomes a frame winning opportunity. Now he's got a big ball at this end of the table, free in both pockets.
It was a fantastic clearance from Ronnie O'Sullivan to level matters.
That was very careless. And because he left himself hampered, you can always miss anything. That wasn't the bad shot, it was the shot before. Position from red to pink in catching the two reds.
1.
The next 30 or 40 points look straightforward.
7.
Gets higher on the black spot to avoid snookering himself on this red. And can he swerve round? That's tight. He's going to have to put some side spin on. I don't like this much. What a great shot. Oh, it was risky though. Thought he got it.
13.
Wasn't your friend. It was on a touch swerve shot like that. I think he did have another option of a long red.
8.
Now he'd like to finish short on this so he can run through and flick another red into play, and I think he can do that.
14.
Decided on the screw shot. Unlucky to put the pink safe, but
15.
excellent shot.
Just copy the hit of Mark Selby. So positive through the ball.
As usual, sitting on the fence.
21.
Well, I was just trying to work out the scores actually.
I didn't think the pink potted where the red was, so that was an excellent positional shot he played there. Needs 2 reds, 2 big colours. Needs that red to bounce off the cushion, and it hasn't
28.
done, so he needs one more good shot.
He should be able to control the situation from here. Tremendous amount of power.
34.
Even though that
35.
That is very well played. The break's only 41, but he had to work really, really hard for that.
You sure he gets the red away from the black?
White in behind the green is what he'll be playing as well.
Mark Selby, 41.
Excellent break. Selby settled down. Remains to see how long it is before. Looks very thin, but I think he can play it slow enough to hold for the pink or black. Well, this black would help, because otherwise the pot's not a certainty.
1.
Doesn't really want to play the blue. It means 39 behind. One snooker, a 4-point snooker now, not enough.
6. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 6.
Hello, you can't play.
Oh.
Mark, you're too good a player to even think about
Ronnie
playing a
O'Sullivan,
shot
4.
like that. A body blow came in frame 8, a frame he should have won to go 5-3. If he throws this one away, it will be tough to see him remain his composure in the next 10 or so minutes. That's a little bit unlucky from Ronnie, nearly perfect, but Mark can get through to this. I was just going to ask you which way you'd play it. I'd have played a cut the red in the side cushion, which he has done. Probably a little bit too hard though, needs the blue to come to his rescue.
Clip the edge of this, can he? Or is it off the bottom cushion? No, he can clip it. Oh, this looks as if it... No, I thought for a minute it was just going to get there, but... He's got the weight very nice here. He'd be delighted to see where that's ended up.
Suggested he played to put it on near the black or on the side cushion. Ronnie's played 2 or 3 great safety shots on the trot, but it is a little bit dangerous. Took your choice, Steve, because the plant must have been on. Well, obviously we can't tell from here that he can see this red. And that's gone okay, because I don't think he can get to the right hand side of the brown.
Oh, that's different. And all of a sudden,
Foul. A miss.
from having won the
Free
frame
ball.
after potting that pink,
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
effectively won.
One each. The Nugget has come out of retirement and called a shot right. Phone the police.
Fantastic match player. Up against it all of a sudden here. Ronnie O'Sullivan needs, at the moment, red with brown. Blue goes into open play.
Wow, is this fluked? Has he fluked it? Has he fluked it? Well, you can't believe it, can you? Mark Selby's just looked up at the commentary box as if to say, oh, no. I think it's you who's talked about the snooker gods in the studio the other day, and because Mark's kind of...
Needs a good strike on this, though.
7.
This will be a body blow.
10.
Well, when Mark Selby initially took on that speculative
14.
cut into the corner pocket,
Yeah, but it was the way he missed the snooker and left the free ball as well. For somebody of Mark's class,
19.
that's just unheard of. I mean, he made a break of 41 earlier on in this frame and looked to be in control. Played one bad positional shot.
25.
That is now winning the opening frame. It was a very, very scrappy affair. Each player had plenty of chances. Selby should have won it, as he should have won the frame 8 this afternoon. He didn't. He's lost them both and now trails by 5 frames to 4. Did the 3 tennis ever have a number 5 in the charts? Snooker Loopy got to number 5. I think they had a number 1 a few times, didn't they? 3 tennis and 4 volleys. Amazing. Another. It just shows you how, when you can have a couple of body blows, as the Glads talked about in the studio, Steve, the fact that
maybe a bit wide, but dropping it in.
1.
Reds don't look ideally placed. Hand side of the pack looks like a nice one to collide with. So an angle, a little bit low on the black.
9.
Pot the black.
you actually get the gap in between the two reds, he'd actually prefer that, but the gap's not quite there. That's what he actually tried to do. He played it okay. Still not perfect though. If he'd have looped through the gap there,
16.
he'd have had them spread far and wide. It just caught the red that Steve mentioned.
Cannons on the reds here. They're trying to keep that thick.
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
pot it
16.
thick. Reprieve. Mark
1.
Selby would dearly love to get a few points on the board here.
That would be a similar shot to what Ronnie tried to play in the previous one. But he played that poorly. Boy, he played that bad.
Ball pushes another ball towards the middle pocket.
Mark Selby, 8.
Fortunately for Mark Selby, he's left nothing. He's got to play it thin enough to avoid the red on the way back, but not too thin.
That's a better safety, but the length is just going to be short. I think the only good thing, as you mentioned a few moments ago, you feel like Mark Selby's on the ropes, and I totally agree with you. But I'm not too sure Ronnie's feeling too good at the moment, so he may get a chance to just get his form back that he had this afternoon. I think it's one of those matches at the minute, Steve, where it's a case of who's going to play well first.
Is he playing this with backspin? Not too much. Wow, what a screw back. What a screw back.
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
What a
6.
shot that was.
Yeah, just off straight, so he can play the run through and play for blue or bought colour. This shot looks great when you get close to the pot because you get a good white, but if you hit it like that, you lose the path of the white and hence you're going to stick them up. They can make it look so silly, but has the yellow come to his rescue? We've seen everything here, haven't we? Goodness me. Ronnie can't believe it. Mark can't believe it.
Can Mark Selby recover his composure before the interval? I know it seems early in the frame and in the match, but sometimes it only takes one good shot to get back in. That's perhaps the difference.
Playing it. He's playing it, but he flicked the blue. Needs a bit of luck, and he's got plenty. Well, haven't we seen everything? Ronnie's laughing at me in the commentary box as he saw that cube's final night.
Nine.
Yes, he'd like to get rid of that after the next red if he could, to make those 2 reds available for the black. So if he can get on the yellow, he should play to get on it now. Decided that
17.
Getting on the yellow was too tricky, so he's
At the side of the pack that do pot, so he's in position for one of those now.
so yellow's the
24.
ball, and this is already the key ball in this frame. On the right-hand side to make sure he does miss those 2 reds, and now he'll be disappointed not to win the frame at this visit, and I think the way the match has gone, it's a frame he needs to win.
27.
Leaving the black alone. Middle. You can see the head shaking there of Mark Selby.
You see a little bit of movement with the head, and when he plays the shot though, you can see the head is perfectly still. As Steve
34.
mentioned, the bottom one of that cluster of 5, either of the 4 reds are plantable into any pocket. Or is it the wrong red? Is it the wrong ball? That's twice, is it the wrong ball?
It looks lined up. These are not that difficult.
Yes, it helped that it was dead straight, didn't it? That took all the pressure off the pot, the fact that you could keep cue ball, object ball and pocket all in your eye line. But luckily for him it was straight. And now Mark Selby will be horrified if he doesn't win the frame at this visit. Yes, it's hard to say.
48.
Well, he's put the old move, but with that red now wiping its feet and going in.
55.
And over the line.
62.
Level.
Broke at the moment. I think it's who makes the
70.
less mistakes at the moment there this evening. And there's always tension at Wembley.
Produce the goods on the biggest of occasions.
78.
It's great when it works well. Not too much different. And all of a sudden, with the frame one, and breathe a bit easier.
Bit of a shot he played with the rest.
Yeah.
83. 86.
Most of them became the real deal as far as a player's concerned. Take away the last 3
95.
years, Mark had only made about 20 odd. Here's another example here.
101.
His 106 competitive century break, and it's come at the time when he needed it most, when it looked like he was finding a little bit of trouble. But the break of 106.
When your opponent gets this massive reception, Ken.
It's hard to play against the crowd, but sometimes it can work against the player who gets more of the support as well. They can put a bit more pressure on him.
And as an individual, sometimes it can spare the other one on. Depends what attitude you've got towards it. If you think, right, I'm going to show you, you know, sometimes it can make you find a few points from somewhere.
Yes, but they did travel in the opposite direction to where the match was, really. He's choosing other options. Well, that's a nice option. Oh, nearly went in. Has it poked its nose out? Very difficult one, even if it has. And perhaps now back on track. Is he going for this? No. It was pretty thin, wasn't it, Willie?
Yeah, I'm not too sure whether he could see enough of it, but Not having anything, is he, in the long department, Ronnie? This tournament, I've seen him refuse more long shots than I have throughout his whole career.
That's a bit more aggressive.
But then the kiss on the brown will be a problem in going back into balk. Yeah, there's the red, and that's a poor shot. Has he got away with it? I think he has. Ronnie's just smiling at Mark as he walked round the table there.
Yeah, across the table, back across to where roughly he is now. Has he left anything? He played it as if he wouldn't leave any. Very risky. Ah, no, the roll is not. That's not so risky. That's okay.
I like you for a second thought he was going to try and swing it round the two cushions off the two reds that Ronnie was laughing at Patsy with the run of the ball that was going on.
Well, concentration broken, but erring on the thin side is never as would be having trouble with a new cue. Just getting those subtle shots, safety shots, length of the table. No.
That was your answer, but he did spend a little bit harder than that. I don't know whether this is going to spring out far enough. The greens come to his rescue.
Top cushion, but he'd like perhaps one of the other loose reds up the top there. Has he come far enough? Very, very nice indeed.
4.
On with the white ball.
5.
Yeah, he's got two at the bottom of the bunch that will pot, so a little drag with side, and you saw he's going to be pushing this red safe. Got to be careful here.
Well, he could have potted that
13.
black and careered into the rest of the pack.
Previous shot, wasn't it? He had no option there but to push a red safe, but he played that as just about as good as he could, and he really got into.
21.
Well, you've got to take.
Ronnie O'Sullivan now can do nothing about this, and probably if you're a Ronnie O'Sullivan fan,
28.
you feel quite aggrieved.
29.
The green's definitely the easier shot here for positional purposes. You can underhit this. Now, you know, if he's not on it, you know, the green was the. Yeah, good recovery. Good recovery. He won't be busy taking the brown this time.
34.
Not that doesn't. And he's on all four.
40.
You can say adrenaline is.
This probably be no problems and run through for the pink.
47.
See, that red was just making things awkward.
54.
Hence, he's played a poor shot because. Got to be careful here. And careful he was, and perfect on the red. Red and colour to take the lead once again at 6-5.
62. $69.
No reason.
$77.
Well, only because the pressure's off.
How's he going to make one now then? Be screwing back for the blue because the black would leave tight on the cushion. Wow. He's got some cue power, this guy.
85.
Oh, look, both these red, one in the middle and one in the corner. Needs to drop behind it though. If he's dropped behind it, that's excellent. That is very unlucky. Well, it was a good Jester from Leicester, leading 6-5. The last frame before the mid-session interval and a change of commentary. This could well go all the way. Second time this evening. When he's playing well, very rarely does he miss them. And the beauty of that shot, Steve, unlike most players.
With the pack as it is, how's Ronnie O'Sullivan going to go about
4.
splitting it open?
If he went into them, that red would be available, as you can see there, though he hasn't got the angle to do that. And when he goes into them in a few moments. But I've got to be honest, he is about the best
12.
breaker of the pack. See the white go into the pack twice here. There goes the white twice, and he's stuck to them. If only you were as aggressive as this out there, Steve.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 19.
If he's playing around the back of the black, he's going to have to hit this really well. And he's hit it perfectly. Good shot. He's got all the shots, this boy, in the safety department. He can play the half-ball safety shot there. He won't be playing the pot on that. He'll just play the half-ball safety and a little bit of check side back into balk. But the check side's got the double kiss. Is it Ronnie's turn to have a bit of luck?
One.
Amazing and quickly this game can turn around.
Thinking that Ronnie O'Sullivan's going to win every match in every tournament he plays because he just makes
9.
the game look so ridiculous. People from Leicester, of course, were expecting an O'Sullivan win, but he's playing against one of the best players in the world, and there's still quite a few players out there that are capable of beating Ronnie. There's
16.
at least half a dozen.
Yes, but on another
17.
day from Mark Selby, not too much wrong from Ronnie O'Sullivan, and all of a sudden looks every bit the predator he was in his semi-final match
25.
against John.
Ropes, and needed something to go in his favour. A little bit of good run went in his favour, and since then he's now put Ronnie on the ropes.
33.
And we know how well he can respond. First to 10.
$39.
Just wonder whether he'd rather be on the pink or black, I think, to go into those 4 reds. He wouldn't want to go into them from the blue.
46.
But that is a last resort. I don't think any reds pot into the...
47.
Oh, it's a great shot, but it was never guaranteed, was it?
And the risk has been rewarded. Has he got a good white? Not this time, so
54.
blue or any. That's what he's played, but the red's there in the middle just in case. There's a clever shot that. Played to kiss them, and if he misses...
This red into the middle pocket. Possibly a frame winner.
60.
This could be the frame winner. And obviously it must pot because he's played for it. This has been excellent from Selby.
68.
Clever shot. Played
74.
perfect. Pace. Decided to play for it in the corner.
82.
101, 41, 53, 50 and 70.
Yes, I've said many times on commentary, if you make a break of 40 or above in every frame, you'd be world champion. Well, frames with 53 and 41, but obviously when you make this
92.
coming up in 2 shots' time.
96.
And he came here under a lot of pressure, defending this title. And the way he's going, who's to say he won't lose this one?
100.
The ability of young Selby, the way he's played this evening.
107.
And I've got to say, they have respect. Came into the room. They do really like this player, and a fantastic break.
Well, that was superb, wasn't it? O'Sullivan dominated the early part of this evening
114
session, but
frame.
lost 3 of the frames.
And nice to see James Caan there from Dragon's Den. Never miss it. Love that programme.
To the corner, but reds have been coming up past the blue spot, as this one did. He's missed it.
You can see the pot success rate there.
One.
Oh, that's got a
4.
heavy contact.
Twelve. $15.
And the way he's played it, he's overdone it. He wanted to be on it in such a way.
Played it well.
21.
The black goal. More difficult.
29.
As it so often happens, the mid. Mark Selby had breaks
37.
of 101. He would have loved to have carried on after the mid-session interval and just be
45.
one behind. It was tricky, as you said, John.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 53.
And he wrapped.
1.
Played the cannon
9.
nicely. So that's one of the awkward reds in play. Scoreboard.
9.
Even if Ronnie misses this very difficult red.
16 and a frame.
Mark Selby
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
signals to Jan Verhaas. He had a chance to get back into it. He didn't take it. That was such an important frame for Ronnie O'Sullivan, and that early break of 53 takes him just one behind at 7-6. Well, John, that was... And his friend was just telling him that, who was listening on the headset.
Well, the break off left the red to the corner. Slot. one to the left of the black. So if he's thinking, as you could see there, that pink just separated.
10.
So
Well, but it's tough to split them from that position. You see, it's very, very awkward. And I don't think he's dropped.
played it into the middle,
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 17.
and he didn't pot it. And the cue ball is
He tried it, but the reason he didn't finish on the black was that's a little bit too much pace. Now what's available into this left corner?
this tournament so far. Decent safety.
Another red, he can play a similar shot. He might even be able to try and snick it in the right corner and find the same path. Played it well.
Well, that was a lot more difficult than it looked. Okay, he's not got a good length.
In the left corner, he's playing the safety shot also, of course. Wasn't a bad effort. And he has covered that one that's finished close to the corner pocket. Wobble this red in the jaws of the pocket if he doesn't knock it into the pocket, but he'll be screwing back with a bit of safety in mind. He's played it well.
One.
It was a possibility. He decided.
Is he going to be on the red? He doesn't want to nestle on it. That's unlucky.
That was a tough shot he attempted
Ronnie
there.
O'Sullivan, 6.
Tricky one. It wasn't a shot for nothing. He was leaving this chance.
1.
So there was an alternate shot. There was a safety shot for Ronnie. And
8. $24.
that's why he took that risky one on. but
32.
it's proving he should be in the top 4, you would have to say.
39. Yep. 47. $55.
He was expecting a bit. Obviously those two
From Selby,
reds are not a
55.
plant for the left corner.
This is a tough shot. One of the toughest in the game, this. Well, once he missed the blue, it was okay, but there was always a danger of the pink or the blue being a blocker.
I think he's going to try and keep 2 of them safe, John. couple of reds up the other end. That's the only problem Ronnie's had.
One.
No prizes for
Marks.
hope here. Didn't get close to it.
Foul. And a miss. Mark Selby 5.
It's a bit like a
He'll settle for that.
the blue. He may have fluked the snooker.
Well, trying to kick this red up the table coming off the baulk cushion first. Got to be careful you don't knock the brown in.
Foul. And a miss.
Well, I didn't expect it to go that way because well, in the end, he's not put Ronnie in any trouble here. Well, that might be quite nice for Ronnie. That's not bad at all. I suggest that Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Is it hard enough?
Foul. And a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
And that's a vital 4 points in Ronnie's favour because now, I mean, before when he was 42.
Better speed this time.
Mark on the red next to the blue. He needs to get the one he's hitting safe. And he's not got the snooker on that one.
As John mentioned, he did call the miss, so we would have been surprised. And that Ken Doherty in the studio has got some very good hearing, John.
These you play a little drag shot and try and get a snooker behind the blue, but you need to get it. That's what he's played. Well, he played it hard enough that he was going to knock the red safe. Didn't fully commit.
And he's made a complete mess of it.
But boy, didn't he cue that well. If he's straight, well, he's... Can he get perfect on the red?
Nine.
Every chance now.
For a moment there, I thought he'd missed the red. It hit the cushion first, but it still went in.
I always say, Dennis, that the key
18.
to
21.
Pot in the middle. It would be okay just to roll it
25.
in, but he's got to get on the black. So this now is the key shot. Got to be absolutely spot on.
$30.
not one of Ronnie's bests.
36.
What is
In. And he's won it. Well, Mark Selby will be kicking himself. What a chance he threw away there. Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan flying to the changing room.
Here we go, fasten your safety belt.
indeed, Ray? Fasten your safety belt. I like that. Mark Selby's got a superb temperament, and I'm sure he will put that last frame It is amazing, John, how many times at the Masters we've had it close. And we did have a re-spotted black in the final frame here with Mark Williams and Stephen Hendry.
Terrific long pot, found the gap. Is he going to land on the brown or the yellow?
Six.
Never know, might be saying that young.
And not
14.
until the last ball was dropped. And I've always said that about snooker, Dennis. Well, within the drama just builds.
22.
Into the gap would be good.
Now is he on the blue? He's perfect
13.
on the blue.
Our last year's champion that lifts the beautiful trophy. Yeah, he won it 3
37.
times, didn't he? Very sadly missed, still in the game of snooker.
And I think, Dennis, I might be wrong, but I think,
43.
which of course Mark said.
51.
He's so good with his left hand.
59.
Okay, he's got the.
$63.
This
69.
On the Reds, a possible century on. He only
75.
left. He has
83.
met to Stephen Hendry's record, who's just over 700 of this year's Masters.
91.
And I think it's the 31st 2 seasons ago. He's already broken Stephen Hendry's record of centuries. Fantastic.
off the last colour.
110.
He's not going to get on the blue,
110 in the
but he's
frame.
not really bothered about
Ronnie
that.
O'Sullivan.
That was a magnificent century break from Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan, and he puts himself in the lead, 8-7, 2 away from victory.
How quickly a match can turn. Just a half-hearted attempt at the plan, the main object. Got to be careful here, it doesn't let him in again. And that will help. Terrific pot, needs a good kiss on the green. Didn't get it.
Okay, he's got
Mark
second
Selby won.
prize, but
Maybe a trace of left-hand side. Just got to be careful. There is a red that's in the open. Doesn't want to leave that. And he's at the pink, so that's a little bit careless. So trying to get near the baulk cushion behind the green and brown, but not made the best job of that. Ronnie missed an opportunity there. He just hit that red too thin.
Not too excited seeing Ronnie miss that red by such a margin. But I think he's got away with it somewhat there.
One.
In front of a crowd like this. Of course, this is the biggest crowd we have in snooker.
What Mark played there, but it couldn't have worked out better. This is a great chance now. We've kicked himself for not winning the frame before.
15. $23.
Anything that stops you getting right down on the shot.
29.
Don't bring it back too far though. Okay. Didn't he play it well?
$37.
Yes, didn't risk the red along the top cushion. That was missable. And
That's okay, as long as it doesn't run too far. Perfect.
41.
Well, Ronnie O'Sullivan in the previous frame put Mark Selby on.
49.
level at 7-all. Did nothing wrong in the last.
56. $62.
You won't be too bothered about.
69.
Well, he played the cross double. It won't matter. I don't
69
think
and a
Ronnie
frame.
will bother coming back to the
Mark
table. He
Selby.
doesn't. Well, fair play, Mark Selby.
Late night drama at the Wembley Arena. It's 11:15. We are now down to the best of 3. We started out the best of 19. He's left one out this time, and we know how good Mark Selby is at this type of shot.
Not certain about their availability. He's playing for the.
Yeah, they look to be covering each other. Well, there wasn't a red available, that's why he went into the pink.
Back up for the blue.
13.
And when people talk about. That was the problem.
19.
If he'd have had a good angle on the blue, right in the heart of the pocket. To go back up for the blue. Now, what sort of an angle can he find this time?
25.
You always hear the
31.
boys in the studio and us in the commentary appreciating what he's doing here also. They're a very fair crowd here at the Wembley Arena.
Once again, back up for the blue.
Get around on the blue again. I think the blue's his favourite
43.
colour at the moment, John.
Well, that's the 8th red, and this will be the 8th. So it's all about line and length here. Oh, if he kisses these two, this will be perfect.
48.
Is he on the red to the corner?
49.
55, 110, 69, amazing.
Selby, 49. 1.
Now the big... Wow. So bought
9.
colour it was. And when that cue ball starts travelling,
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 12.
well, not quite exactly as played, because
That's always the danger. Has he covered it? Has he got a good cue ball? He might have to swerve around the green and go towards the black with the cue ball if he pots it. Still far from easy though.
3.
yes, didn't bother with that. You want to risk not being on a colour. 33 points behind.
Well, that is unusual. I just hope he
Ronnie
hasn't
O'Sullivan, 4.
taken a little bit out of the tip of the cue, which you can do when you miss cue like that. The brown and green are a good target here.
Yeah, pretty good shot, but Ronnie corner. He doesn't want to kiss the yellow, he could leave it. Played it well, and what a good line, and what a good length. What a good line and length that
You never know where they're going to finish.
is. Could have been more.
That.
One.
Wow, a little nudge would have been better. Playing the pot. He's missed it.
Got to play the black off the red to be able to win this frame by 1 point. But to do it at this chance Mark Selby has missed there. Will he live to regret another frame that he looks certain to win?
Off 2 or 3 cushions. Looks good to me. There's the 3rd cushion
10.
coming up.
Twice it has looked all over for the
13.
Selby camp.
Now, is he going to risk leaving up? This isn't easy. So it's the blue up the cushion.
17.
And this is a tough shot.
Well, he's giving... No.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Needs to hit it, no problem. Can he get it safe? He can get it safe. Good hit, and I was with you, Dennis. I think he had a...
where's the cue ball? It's okay. It was a thin contact.
Been catching him out occasionally. That blue is too close to the corner pocket. How's the cue ball? The cue ball has sneaked past the black
Table. You can't blame her. If the blue doesn't pass the...
It's a tough one, and he's not perfect. Another frame.
The pink's there. 11. To pinch.
While Yanva has set up the balls, you probably saw Mark Selby stayed in his seat, just shaking his head a little.
There you go, just over 6 hours of dramatic stuff. And as a very famous, a little bit of a stalemate with the red going up the other end of the table.
Well, the fact that Mark Selby came straight to the table, and it's a re-rack.
I remember a former Ryder Cup captain, Sam Torrance, playing in the Pro Celebrity Snooker.
Now just playing a containing safety. Too risky to play a thin one and get back to the ball.
They've played 6 times, these players. Ronnie leading 4-2. Mark won that 9-8. We still could have a deciding frame.
Once again, that safety shot with the tracer side, just catch him a little in frame. Not come much better than that. Well, he's got to miss the baulk colours, he has done. If he'd have caught the yellow there, he may have left the red to the... Just the safety. Doesn't want to take any undue risks. Well, misjudged that slightly, but no harm done. He was just one pot away on a couple of occasions. No, it's not difficult.
Might be able to take the pot on and miss the bunch of reds. Missed it on the thin side, that was important there. Had he missed it on the thick side, he would have cannoned the reds. Curve here, as you can see, he clearly can't see enough, but watch the white. He's caught it too thin, has he? A bit of a stalemate. If either of those reds had moved, it would have been a foul shot.
Touch and ball.
And there you go, it's a touchy.
He got down there as if he was going to smash them all over the table.
Well, if he's going to run into them like...
Right, settle down now.
So boring, isn't he? Re-rack.
Yeah, re-rack up, yeah. Selby to break.
So for the third time, Mark Selby gets frame 18 underway. bit too hard that time.
One.
Was he on this red? That's exact. Super positional shot.
9.
No.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
He's played it well.
1.
What a chance.
Isn't it amazing, John? Early on in the match, Ronnie wasn't taking that type of risk.
He was keeping it very tight.
9.
Now, Mark Selby and take us into a decider. Could be his last, so safety it is. So both players have had
Selby,
chances.
16.
They've not made the most of them. And the points are level, 16 points each.
Terrific safety shot from Ronnie there. Looks as if he's coming off the top cushion to just glance off the red. This is tough. Where's the red going? It's gone safe.
Thick on the safety. So he's not found the baulk cushion. Well, once again, not the best as well, close to the baulk cushion. Oh, is he going to kiss the yellow? Just drifted by it.
It was a pretty positive shot there. He did try to develop the black. He just knocked it further along the cushion, but that's what his intention. Certainly to the pocket to hold it up here. And he didn't quite do that, so the red did come back up. He caught the middle.
Good white. He's got to be careful of the double kiss here on this red. Got to be careful of the double kiss. Oh, and he just avoided it. Good shot. That double kiss was on, and he just managed to avoid it.
Will they be able to come down from the gods after this frame, or are we going to get a decider? It's all fascinating stuff. There's only the green to play behind now. Brown and yellow off their spots.
He's taking the pot on, and of course needs to get it. Boy, he threw the cue at that one, and if he gets away with this, he'll be very, very fortunate, and I don't think he has. Fourth Masters.
One.
Will he try and do it with blues? Or will he try and get on the difficult black? He's had a look.
5.
One of the earlier frames, Mark Selby, I think it was, John had.
He should have done here. He should have been better on this red. Having to screw
11.
off another red and. Still not perfect.
16.
Played it well.
17.
Their man is favourite.
20.
Yeah, he has got very little to do with the white to get on the 2 reds, so yeah, this is.
But in it goes. Now where does the black...
34.
Can't do anything about this now.
42.
It looks like his 4th Masters title now.
The defending champion needing 50. His face. What a defence though he's put up. And I'm certain he'll rue the chance. That's the game of snooker. You get your chances if you don't take them. And the towel goes in. Mark Selby concedes.